This is Tom from the 125 Live TechMates team in Rochester, Minnesota. Our main purpose is to assist 125 Live members with technology. Our YouTube videos and website can be enjoyed by anyone free of charge. Classes and personal assistance are available free of charge for 125 Live social members. Non-members are charged a $10 guest fee. Call 507-287-1404 to join. Now let's get on with the video. In this video, we'll take a look at the Mac menu bar. You'll find it on the top of your screen. Let's take a look at the left and work our way to the right. On the left side, you'll find the Apple menu. If you click on that, it'll open it up, and you'll find a number of choices on the drop-down menu. If you want to know about these in detail, I'd suggest you check out our video on the Apple menu. Next, you'll find the name of the open application. In this case, it's Zoom US, and that's because I'm using that application to make this video recording. To the right, you'll find a number of menu choices that are specific to the Zoom application. If I open up another application, the choices are going to change to make sense, considering the new application. So if I open up the Google Chrome browser by clicking on the dock, you see the name changed to Chrome, and the choices on the menu also changed because it's a web browser. So you're going to have something like history and bookmarks and that type of thing. So I'm going to close the Chrome browser by clicking on the name and then click Google Chrome. Now let's take a look on the right side of the menu bar and work our way to the left. At the top right, you'll see three lines, looks like three dots to the left of them. If you click on that, that'll open up your notification center. Notification center has two tabs. One is for today and the other one is notifications. Let's take a look at today first. The first thing, you have an option here where you can turn night shift on if you want by clicking on it, or off if it was on. And you probably noticed the screen got a little bit darker. And the idea of night shift is supposed to, I'll click on it again, it should get brighter. It's supposed to be easier on your eyes so that you don't, so it's easier for you to go to sleep, because screens can be counterproductive to your trying to fall asleep. And then the next option here is do not disturb. I had it on right now, and what that did is it silenced my computer. So if I had any notifications or anything like that going on my computer, then you wouldn't hear any of those sounds. So if I click it again, it'll gray it out and turn it off. And now if I do have a notification sound or something, you'll hear it. What you find next is the day of and the date. And what follows is going to depend upon your settings. If you want to change it, you click on the edit on the bottom here, and it'll open up some choices of things that you can add to your todays. Or if you want to, you can also remove items. So say if I didn't want the calculator, all I have to do is click on the red minus sign and it'll take it away. Want to get rid of calendar? Click it, goes away. Weather goes away. I'll say I wanted the weather. I'll click on it and I'll put it back again. And you see it, the new items appear on the top. But if I wanted to have Dow Jones and the other indicators on the top, all I have to do is drag and drop it, and now it'll appear on the top. So you can play with this and fiddle around with it and make it just the way you like it. When you're done, click on Done. And now let's take a look at the Notifications tab. Click on there. You see I have one notification in here. And if you want, what's going to be in here is going to vary quite a bit from person to person, because it depends upon what your notification settings are in all your applications. You can turn them on and off and that type of thing. If you want to do some tweaking of that, you can click on the icon on the bottom right here, and it'll open up notifications, and you can click on an application and change exactly what you're going to see as far as notifications. Let's take a look at the Spotlight search. It's the next item on the left on your menu bar. Looks like a magnifying glass is what it's supposed to look like. If you click on it, it'll open up the Spotlight search. Let's try looking for desk and see what we see. So the first thing you're going to see is folders. And if you click on it, or actually it's highlighting the first item in here, which is desktop, you can see there's two folders. And if you look at my desktop, you can see those two folders are there. If you click on next grouping is system preferences. And if you click on one of them, it'll show you in the right side of the window some information about it. In this case, desktop and screensaver system preferences is what's there. Also trackpad and such. The next group is definition. Click on there, give me the definition of desk. And this is pretty useful if you're reading something on your web browser or something and you're wondering about the meaning of a word, or maybe you're in a Word document trying to create something. You can look it up by typing in the word here, and then just click on the definition and it'll tell you what the word means. That's kind of a nice feature. And then fonts has a couple of entries, PDF documents, a few of them. Scrolling down, you see I looked in my documents folders and found several things. And then Siri suggested websites and Siri knowledge also are on there. So lots of information. If that's more than what you want, you can get into the Spotlight search settings and limit what it searches for. And one way of doing that would be just to search for Spotlight. And the first thing that comes up is Spotlight System Preferences. If you double click on it, you open up the settings. And if you uncheck any of these items by clicking on them, say I don't want it to look in the applications or bookmarks or my contacts, that type of thing, you can turn them off and limit the search however you like. I'm gonna leave them all on because I don't find it too difficult. It groups them up pretty nicely, and so I'll leave them all on. So next, going to the left, you'll find the date and time. If you click on it, on the very bottom of the drop-down menu, there's Open Date and Time Preferences, where you can change. First of all, you can turn it right on and off if you don't want to see it, or if you want to see it by clicking here and the check mark here. Or you can change it to be digital or analog clock. And so you might like that analog clock, and you click there to make it that. I like the digital, so I'm going to click on that. And there's some other options, sub options that you can choose, and also some date options as well. Next, going to the left, you'll see the battery icon, shows a picture of how much charge. I'm almost 100% charged, as you can see, 99%. Again, if you click on it, the last thing it'll show you in the drop-down menu is Open Energy Saver Preferences. And there's some energy saver preferences in here that you can change depending upon what you would prefer. So you can experiment with that a little bit. And next on the left is my Wi-Fi. And you see I have a strong signal. And if I click on there, there's some options, including network preferences, pick a different Wi-Fi network, that type of thing. Turn it off. And then next to the left is Bluetooth. You turn it on, you can get into Bluetooth preferences and pair up Bluetooth devices with your computer and that sort of a thing. And next is, on mine is Time Machine. So if you're using Time Machine, it'll be here. And you can have a couple of options that you can on a drop-down menu, including preferences. On here, if you click on here, I have Apple TV. So if you have Apple TV on your computer, you'll see this icon as well. And that's supposed to look like a TV screen, that rectangular thing there. And that triangle is supposed to imply that you're sending an image to your TV, in this case from my laptop. And of course, there's display preferences down there as well. Next, I have WebRoot, which is my malware software. And if you have some, you probably have an icon up there on your menu bar as well. Next icon is 1Password Password Manager. If you don't have one, I suggest you get one. And if you get one, this is the only one you want to get. It's the very best password manager out there. It's really important nowadays that you have strong, unique passwords for all of your accounts, especially your business accounts, your finances, and things like that. 1Password makes it really easy for you to accomplish that and more. If you have a lot of passwords, it's very helpful as far as changing them from time to time and managing them as well. Next, you will find accessibility preferences. The reason why I'm saying that on mine is because when I was in accessibility preferences, I clicked on this right over here and click this right here. If I click on it, it'll go away. And if I click on it, it'll appear on my menu bar. And finally, this icon is for Zoom. See, one of the options is to end the meeting. I'm using the Zoom software to record this video, and that's why that's up there, because I haven't installed on my system. So yours are going to vary some depending upon what software you have installed on your computer, and again, depending upon what type of settings you have for the various items that are on your menu bar. I hope you found this video helpful. If you still have questions, send us an email with your name, phone number, and a brief description of your question. Personal assistance is available free of charge for 125 Live social members. Non-members are charged a $10 guest fee. If you aren't already a member, call 507-287-1404 to join.